Every year we're very excited to give you a highlight of what's going to happen at LeWeb in Paris this year, December 9, 10 and 11. Again, 3,000 to 4,000 people, 85 countries. And we have a new startup formula. What's new with the startup competition, Géraldine?
We still have the startup competition, but what was new this year is that we went to 5 cities, Stockholm, Berlin, Barcelona, Paris, to find the best companies and put them in Paris in the final on the startup competition. So it is very new, super excited, and little format. We went to those cities, and you'll get to see them in Paris.
We were very excited to see all in those cities. This year, there is not a single theme at LeWeb. We wanted to be very as close as possible to the technology trends in general. So we have many trends. And we're very excited of a new formula with curators that are helping us build the program. So I'm going to give you a highlight. There are too many speakers to go through all of them, but we'll begin with Fred Wilson from Industry Ventures, who is going to comment on the year that has been and the year to come with David Kirkpatrick. Very excited. We had Fred last year and he was a hit. So Fred is back. We have then the sharing economy and crowd economies, as Jeremiah Ouyang, our curator and friend, is calling it. We've represented on it Braintree and Indiegogo and Lyft, but also Uber through his investor, Shavin Pishivar, one of his investors, which will be, of course, one of the key topics. The sharing economy, still very important. Second big topic is the wearable computing with a new content section curated by James McKeevy from Forrester Research. Forrester Research will disclose for the very first time ever on stage a great unpublished report and survey data on wearable. We'll have David Rose, who is the author of Enchanted Objects, also give us a great talk on what's new with the Internet of Things. Cedric Hutchings of WeThings, who is innovating with a watch this year. We'll have a few speakers that I would really like to have back, such as Phil Libin of Evernote, and Kevin Rose, and Malik, Tony Conrad, who make this industry in Silicon Valley. As always, the web is Silicon Valley comes to Paris. A fun session coming with Peter Pham and Jeff Bonfort, who are going to, Peter is going to explain how he raised $200 million in 12 months by having 2,000 no's from venture capitalists. So that's going to be very exciting. Then I have a session that I especially spent some time on, which is the future of the mind. Really excited about this. As you know, this is one of my passions, mindfulness and meditation. We have Justin Brewer, who is going to talk about how you can retrain your mind from addictions, and we're all addicted to some things like devices, for example.
Yeah.
Adam Gazelle is going to show how we lets you travel through your brain and help you visualize it in 3D during using Oculus, you know, the mask that was technology that was acquired by Facebook. Fascinating. You can see your brain activate in real time. I did it. It's amazing. Christopher de Charms, who is going to launch a startup, because it's not only about mindfulness and the future of the brain, it's also about startups, going to launch on stage a new app to help you retrain your brain. So very exciting. And we'll have Grégory Renard, who is going to show you an app that is about artificial intelligence and how he's working on having a brain intelligent in an Android phone. China is another trend with Thomas Crampton and Yatsu, who are going to follow on Hugo Barra last year. We did a great presentation. Very exciting as well, and you see we're taking some risks this year, is going out of the normal boundaries of the web with healthcare. Almost half a day on the future of medicine that is curated by Jeff Clavier with a very good overview by an expert who is everywhere these days on the topic, Dr. Daniel Kraft, and they both curated and put on stage experts and an overview on the future of health. I won't get into details, but it's fascinating on how you can now measure your body and change your habits to prevent future sicknesses or illness, for example. We'll have some arts with Zo Keating, with a cellist Christopher Michel, photographer. We'll have Federico De La Faye, who has done this app, which is front back. You know, you take a picture front and back. He's going to explain. He's a huge success there right now. Media with Ben Hu of I Can Has Cheeseburger. Ben, I've been trying to get Ben to come to Paris for a few years, coming this year. With David Kirkpatrick talking about the future of media, with Frédéric Fouillou of Les Echos. Fiji Simo, who is the head of video at Facebook, Michael Wolf and Adrian Monk. We'll have the future of education as a trend as well, with Daphne Koller of Coursera. And Brian Solis is back as a curator this year, talking about disruption with Scully helmets. You know, it's a helmet that is, it's like a motorbike helmet, but you have vision on top of it with information. Very interesting, and other speakers. And Julien Codorniou of Facebook is going to remove his Facebook hat to showcase the best of European ecosystem. Also, a lot of great European companies such as Nicolas Brusson of BlaBlaCar. Huge success. How much there is? Like 100 million, I think. Not that big.
Somehow 70. Or,
a lot. There is a lot. Alex the Pledge, who is doing Hassle.com, and Nordeus. Too many to name, but the best of the European ecosystem from all around Europe.
It's a huge program.
I cannot cover it all, so I will end with the makers, which Brady Forrest is creating, with all the maker movement. Very, very big technology trend again this year. And that's why we have all of them back. So we'll talk about home automation, and we'll talk about all the startups just making things, which is a big one. Last but not least, Robert Scoble is back as a curator this year, of course, with drones. So we will have a lot of drones flying. We had them already, but that's a whole industry being created. So very exciting to see this. Finally, on another track, as you know, every year you want to talk about this track. We have a track on brands with the key brands on stage.
Yeah, so we have the key brands on stage, and it's all about the digital transformation of the brands, of the big corporations, and several, key players will be on stage.
And Danone and Dunkin' Donuts and Lego and a lot of others.
A lot of that. No, you get a full immersion on this digital transformation of brands, how they do it. They will share their experience, and it's really about daily business.
And this is created by Ben Constantini with the help of Cédric Georgie. We have a lot of brands focused especially on startups interested in that ecosystem, or heads of digital marketing in large corporations. That's the content. That's a lot. This is how it is today. We're adding more speakers. We're pretty much done, though. It's going to be very exciting. And there is something new as well.
Yeah, we want you, the trends are on stage, but we want you also to experiment those trends. So we will have what we call a pop-up lab created by Makery. And the idea is to get you into the experience with a workshop, with a real test of the products. So this is like one of the highlights of the new physical stuff layout you'll find at LeWeb this year, but many others. So
come and join us. It's LeWeb'14 to get your tickets. As always, we will have, again, 85 countries, 3,000 to 4,000 people, and a great event networking that is put together by the team and by Géraldine.
December 9, 10, 11?
LeWeb'14. And you can find the slides of that presentation if you're interested also online. Just follow LeWeb. You'll find it.
See you soon.